Please be seated. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of our bride and groom, it's my pleasure to welcome you here today. You're being asked to bear witness to the marriage of a wonderful couple, but we're also asking that you please put it in an unplugged ceremony. So you can put on the phone and speak here. And of course, the facility always has a mask. Except for the bride and groom. I don't know why they're so special, but we're going to let them have it. Sam and Kayla, you're surrounded by your family, some of your most precious friends and relatives. We're all here to share in this, one of the most memorable and happiest days of your lives. Having presented yourselves before me, it is evident your desire to commit yourselves to each other in traditional manner. In that tradition, I'll say, dearly beloved, we come together today to thank Sam and Kayla in marriage, an institution which the state may regulate and the church may sanction, which can only become real in the lives of two people. It is our fondest hope that their separate lives may together explore new dimensions of love. This celebration is but the outward sign of inward union of hearts, and as such, marriage is the most tender of all relationships in life. Who gives us when we marry to this man? We do. Remember, 3 jobs you're going to do. Show up, look beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. You, anything you want. But remember, we talked about this yesterday. If you don't breathe and you pass out and you fall down, these guys are going to count to 10 before they pick you up. So the photographer has plenty of time to take pictures of you when you're not so just hang on. The commitment of marriage is one of the most important decisions two people will make in their lifetime. A strong marriage is dependent upon many factors. Beyond the love and respect you share for one another, there must be a strong sense of commitment and loyalty that bonds you. Above all, there must be true friendship and willingness to communicate with one another, a genuine liking for each other. You do like your saying, right? Good answer. But it is the willingness to accept and understand each other's strengths and weaknesses that is the foundation for a successful marriage. You know, I'm sorry that this is falling off. You're free decisions to join together for life. It's prompted by the love you have for each other. This love provides you with determination in yourselves, the capacity for compromise and a desire for life. It gives you the courage to hope and the ability to dream. But your purpose in joining together is to nurture that love in each other, and as best you can for others. We are all taught that woman was created from the rib of man. She was not made from his head to top him, nor from his feet to be trampled on. She was made from his side to be equal to him, from under his arm to be protected by him, under his heart to be loved by him. Sam, I know you snuck a few pictures in earlier, so you obviously saw the bride in her dress. Did you have a chance to tell her how gorgeous she was in that dress?
Absolutely.
You did?
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't, now would be a really good time to fill that void, because if you don't, she's going to remind you.
Oh, you told me.
So, you good? Okay. I gave you your chance. Okay? Looking at you. Wilfred Peterson writes in Part of the Good Marriage that the little things are, in fact, the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say, I love you at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is never taking the other for granted. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together and facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers in the whole family. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a good sense of humor will get you really far. is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It's a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. And finally, it's not only marrying the right partner, it's being the right partner. Sam, this outrageously beautiful lady standing next to you, is about to become your wife. She will look to you for comfort, for support, for understanding, encouragement, and for protection. You must never take her for granted, and always consider her along with yourself. Do you accept this as your responsibility as her husband?
I do.
He had a big grin that you could not see, and when the words I knew came out, it got even bigger. And Kayla, this fine, outstanding gentleman standing next to you, is about to become your husband. He will look to you for comfort, for support, for understanding, encouragement, and for protection. You must never take him for granted, and always consider him along with yourself. Do you accept this as your responsibility as his wife?
I do.
I'm going to ask you to give your flowers to your father. And since it is your intent to be joined in marriage, I'm going to ask you to turn toward each other. As Sam gets to speak his vows to you that you made up all by yourselves. You decide to write them down. Smart man.
I can do it.
That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Go right ahead.
Kayla Jewell, my dearest friend, I'm so blessed to share this life with you. I have grown so much with you by my side, and you encourage me to be the best I can be. I vow to you that I will always be your partner. You will never be alone. I promise you patience, kindness, and respect each and every day. I'm incredibly excited for our life together, and I love you endlessly.
Oh, okay. Anyway, oh,
You can breathe all you want. Nothing says you have to rush right into it.
I'm good.
You're good?
I'm longer than yours. Hi, Sam. I remember the first time I knew I always wanted to have you in my life. We were sitting on the driveway in Batty Sweetie's house. You were talking about the coops and making bad jokes. I saw the way you filled every space when I had it was light, and I knew I'd be lucky to spend just a moment basking in it. When you laughed, your joy was so contagious that I had to laugh too. And all the days between that budding friendship to the partnership we've cultivated since, I felt that joy ceaselessly. Even on the darkest days, the most challenging moments, there has rarely been a single day that we didn't start and end with a laugh. Great time, I know. You taught me how to laugh at myself. To take things less seriously sometimes. I love the woman I am with you. She's courageous and kind, unyielding in her love for others, with the confidence that you will always back her up. And that is such a beautiful gift you have given to me. As we continue the life we've been building together under the covenant of marriage, with the support and love of the Lord and everyone here today, behind us, I promise to dream with you, to speak life into your goals and ambitions, never forgetting the last time that you would share them with me. I promise to speak love over you, to build you up and support you as we continue to grow and change through this life. I vow to listen to you, your words, your body, your breath, and let them teach me how to love you. In these 5.5 years, we have learned this. There will always be days and nights that are hard, seasons of change, loss, and grief. There will be moments when one or both of us will fall short. In those moments, I promise to strive to remind you that we're on the same team. And to remember myself. Most of all, I promise to laugh with you every day, the good ones and the bad.
This story is so creepy. Hang on. I know you're just slightly nervous now. Maybe a little anxiety. He's a big, strong guy. I'm twice his size, but he's still a big, strong guy. You have his hand within yours. All you have to do is squeeze that. And remember that for the rest of your life. Every time the anxiety shows up, you share it with him. So if you squeeze his hand really hard right now, you'll be surprised how much more relaxed you're going to be. You may look a little funky for a minute, but that's okay. Don't get jumped with the rest of us. You bring now a symbol of your love, your declared and vows exchanged. These rings mark the beginning of a long journey together, filled with wonder and surprises, laughter and tears, celebration, grief, and joy. Let these rings say to all that your commitment is deep and everlasting. Sam, you'll take Kayla's ring. Gently place it on her finger. Gently is the key word. And as you hold her hand, if you repeat after me, Kayla, I give you this ring.
Kayla, I give you this ring.
As a symbol of my love.
As a symbol of my love.
May its presence on your hand
May its presence on your hand
be a reminder of that trust.
be a reminder of that trust.
Okay, we'll now take Sam's ring. You can check, that's the one. That nervous finger right there, that's going to capture. Put the ring on, you're good. I love a challenge. You repeat after me, Sam, I give you this ring.
Sam, I give you this ring.
As a symbol of my love,
As a symbol of my love.
may its presence on your hand
May its presence on your hand
be a reminder of that trust.
be a reminder of that trust.
We have asked Kayla's mother to share a reading with us.
Colossians 3:12-17. Put on then, as God's chosen ones, holy and beloved, compassionate hearts, kindness, humility and meekness, and patience, bearing with one another. And if one has a complaint against another, forgiving each other, just as the Lord has forgiven you. So also you must forgive, and above all these things, put on love, which binds everything together in harmony. And let the peace of Christ rule in our hearts, in your hearts, to which indeed you were called to one body, and be thankful. Let the wisdom of Christ dwell in you richly, teaching and admonishing one another in all wisdom, singing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs and thankfulness in your hearts to God. And whatever you do, in word or deed, do everything in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him.
Before you made your entrance, your moms came down and lit the individual candles that are behind you. They brought you into this world, and those candles are them and you together. So now what I'm going to ask you to do is to go behind the altar and take those individual candles and join them right the marriage candle as you become one together. Do not extinguish the individual ones, because you're always going to be individuals. Forever. Hold that beautiful bouquet in the right hand. Someone's going to bring up his left hand, help him hold it up. The first little tidbit, help him hold up like that. That's okay. It's a good thing. The marriage service leaves us looking out along a road that leads to an endless joy. There will be hardships along that road as well as disappointments, and to travel it will require strong discipline and intelligently worked out ways. As you commence your journey through life together, may you have a steadily deepening love, which grows in understanding and unselfishness, a measure of patience, especially in the early years in love and the small step of life. May you have the ability to communicate that you may be saved from hurtful words spoken in anger, or grudges nurtured in silence. May you forever keep your sense of humor, and always remember to laugh first at yourselves and then with others. May you have a happy home, and you may find you give serenity and strength, but most of all, experience the joys of love. Remember rehearsal yesterday? And I had you give her a kiss. Remember how bad you blocked that? You blamed it on the mask that you were wearing at the time. So there is no excuse this time. Okay? So remember, there is no granny kiss here. This is not grandma. You're not going to kiss her on the cheek and go out. The level of the kiss that you give your bride after you're declared husband and wife lays the platform for your entire marriage. So, don't mess it up. Okay? Dad and I had a conversation. He felt it was not needed to take you behind the men's room and give you an explanation of how this works, so you've been blessed with that. Inasmuch as Kayla and Sam have consented together in wedlock, having pledged their fidelity each to the other, and having declared the same in the presence of this company, by the giving and receiving of rings and by the joining of hands, by the power vested me by this Commonwealth of Virginia, I am honored to be the one to pronounce that you are now husband and wife. Yes, your beautiful bride. Good applause, folks. It's great.
Sorry, Grammy.
Sorry, no paparazzi.
You got a little schmutz on your nose, man.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got a lot of schmutz.
Spring is here, the sky is blue. Whoa, birds all sing as if they knew. Today's a day we'll say I do, and we'll never be lonely anymore. Because we're going to the chapel and we're gonna get
down the driveway, introducing for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Sam and Kayla Baker. Okay, so first we're going to start with some introductions. So if I could have the bridesmaids and the groomsmen come on down. Yep, sorry, you guys got to work for this.
Come on down.
Wow, I didn't expect this.
No, wait, you guys didn't prepare his feet?
No, I mean,
Were we supposed to?
Dude,
I'm just gonna freestyle.
So if you notice, half of the wedding party just got up. There's a lot of them, and not everybody may know who they are and what they do and where they're from and all that stuff, but we're going to give you a quick little intro. So I'm going to hand the mic off to each and every one of you, and you're going to have to talk in front of everybody, and it's going to be fine. Keep it short, keep it simple. My name is Jeff. I used to live down the street. I'm married to Sam's sister. That's how I know the bride and groom. So you guys are gonna do a similar deal. I'm gonna pass it off. Make it quick, make it snappy, and then we're gonna move on. All right, here we go. I'm gonna pass it to my wife, my bride.
I am Sam's sister. I live in this house. Allie. That's how I know Sam. What's up? I am also a sibling of Sam, sister, crazy. My name's Elsie, lives in his house.
I'm Sarah. I met Sam and Kayla in high school, and I live close by.
I'm Hazel. I rode with Sam at VCU, and I met Kayla at a party, and we hit it off right away.
I'm Troy. I met Kayla in history class sophomore year of high school, and Sam and I have been good friends since like 8th grade. I'm not related to either of them, and I live like 30 seconds that way.
I'm Jeb. I'm Sam's younger brother. I live here. Yeah.
Who are you?
How many people live in that
house?
I know. I'm David. I'm Kayla's little brother. I don't think I'm the youngest though. And I know Sam for like 6 years. I like him. My name's Jordan. I met Sam in high school. We went to a concert together, and then we went to the same college and became better friends there. And that's where I met Kayla as well. Maybe earlier in high school as well. I live in Quiet Harbor. I guess we're saying where we live.
Hi, my name is Jay. I am related to that person. So yeah.
Which one?
Which one? That one. Kayla. Kayla. How are you? We live in New Mexico, so hey. I'm not gonna give you my address, but yeah, I know Sam. I do approve. Sam, you're a G. Take care of her. I love you too.
What's up? My name's Elias. I am Kayla's younger brother, the youngest. I am, final chapter.
Talk into the microphone.
Oh! Alright. Met Kayla whenever I was born or something like that. Sad, good guy. Met him I don't even hear. Oh yeah. Met him at my house. Cool guy.
My name is Thomas. I'm a friend of Kayla's from Sam and Kayla's from college. I lived with Sam for 2 years. I was neighbors with Kayla for 2 years. I'm not roommates with Sam anymore.
Hi, my name is Adrina. I lived with Kayla a few years ago. We fought like hell. Sam was entirely impartial the entire time, bless his heart.
Hi, my name is Linda, and me and Kayla have been best friends for 10 years. And I met Sam when I was in high school, and we lived together for 2 years.
My name is Phoebe, and I have known Kayla since we were 6.
Can't hear you. What? Microphone.
I knew Kayla since we were 6.
What?
And I met Sam
4 years ago. It's been a blast.
Ladies and gentlemen, your wedding party. We're talking smack in the front row, I guess. Okay, so I know I told you guys you get to sit there and not do anything, but I'm actually going to have you come up for a second. Our first toast is going to be, is coming live from New York, from your grandmother, Sam Nani. She wanted to wish you guys well. 1 second.
Can you describe what we're seeing here?
Yep. Okay, so Sam's grandmother has offered the very first toast tonight. So we're going to give her some time. She sent a video offering congratulations and well wishes. So we're going to listen in on the video from New York, live from New York. It's Nani!
Play it again.
Here's to Sam and here's to Kayla. Much happiness.
All right, so that was our first toast. Thanks, Tom. Okay, so first on the docket, our best man is going to give us a speech.
First, I'm going to thank everybody for coming out tonight for Sam and Kayla's wedding. So I'm going to start. Most of you know that Sam is about 5 years older than me. Exactly. So being a 10-year-old brother and him being 15, we're not close at all. We didn't see each other at all. He was always gone. So I never really talked to him. He never really asked me for anything. But most of you know Sam's pretty quiet. I'm not at all. He's very chill as an individual, quite the opposite. People are usually shocked when I tell them we're related, personality-wise. But I have some stories. So as most of us know, 2020 has not been the best year. And for our family, it kind of started off pretty badly. Our cousin died very suddenly. And as soon as we got the news, I was in first block, and Sam called me immediately, and I didn't pick up because, well, I was in school. So I called him back when I was at lunch, and we talked. But then when I came home, a couple hours later, Sam was here. I think Sam just knew I wasn't gonna cry or be sad in front of her mom. Kayla came too, and that really helped through that day. And even after that day, they kept calling me and making sure I was okay. And now, for a much funnier story to lighten up the mood. When I was 5 and Sam was 10 years old, we lived in North Carolina. We were playing basketball. And Sam, being a typical other brother, sticks his leg out and he tripped me on concrete. And I had to get some stitches in my head with Sam. He claims it's an accident.
It's all ball.
It's not all did not lie. I got the proof right here. But the best part of the story is, not that he made me get stitches, he was the one screaming like a little girl, not me, saying, "Mommy, Mommy, help, Steph's bleeding."
It's a true story.
He might have not always shown it, but he's pretty caring. And Kayla, I'm just kidding, I love you. I know you probably more about Sam than I do now, but I know that he's gonna love and support you in the same ways he supported me. And I just wanna wish you a lifetime of happiness. Forgot what I said for a second. I wish we could raise all of our glasses to Sam and Kayla. All right.
Good job, Jeff.
All right, let's give it up.
Let me see Jeff or
One more. One big aw. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Aw.
Oh, God. Jeff.
Jeff, you're killing it.
Golly, thanks. That's my number one sport.
Hey, Jeff, do you consider your career as DJ/MC?
Pat and Sam, I got your next drinks. All right, next on the docket, I think Thomas has a speech for us.
Me.
Come on down.
Jeff.
Hello, everybody.
Tommy. We had to hide Jeff.
First, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. I think given the obvious climate we live in, it makes it even more difficult for things like this to happen. So I think it's even more special for this to happen. So thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Baker, for hosting all of us. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. Thank you, Sam and Kayla, for massively changing your original plans in order to make this happen. My name is Thomas. Everybody, I mentioned previously I lived with Sam for 2 years in college. Some of my best memories from that time were eating breakfast together every morning, actually. We rode together and we would get back from practice in this like dingy, disgusting crew van. We'd make breakfast, usually eggs and potatoes, sausage and bacon if it was like a nice day, and then coffee. And we'd sit out on the porch and just watch the neighborhood wake up. And it was usually only like 30 minutes or so before one of us would have to run off and get ready for classes or whatever. But it was easily my favorite part of the day, every single day. And I think Kayla said it really nicely in her vows. Sam is someone who, and I'm sure everyone would agree, lights up every room that he's in. And it was only just like a few minutes every day of just hanging out, shooting the bull. But it was just like so nice. And Sam is someone who, as Kayla said, lights up every room he's in. He's kind to everyone he meets, and he's caring and thoughtful everything he does. I met Kayla shortly after I met Sam, given that they weren't apart very often. And after getting to know her, I realized why the two of them get along so well. They complement each other in this way that's just so perfect that anyone who saw them would have thought they were already married. I mean that in a good way. And Kayla has a heart the size of the Grinch's at the end of the movie. And just like Sam, she shares it with everyone she meets. So, congratulations, Sam and Kayla. I look forward to our next breakfast or our next post-day drinks.
Thank you. Well, I don't know, he walked away. Come here.
No. Oh, there we go.
There's a virus.
Not in this unprecedented time.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Again. I'm gonna hug you later.
Next on the docket, we have our maids of honors. So if Phoebe could come down, you'll get the first one. Linda, you're on deck.
Oh, good terminology, Jeff.
This is called crowd work.
Love it. Love it. Can we get a joke next time?
From 6 years old to now, from playing house and the apple and marshmallow game, to college classes and making the what do you want to be when you grow up happen. Thank you for letting me be a part of it all. I got to be a part of your life when you had your first boyfriend, and now I get to be here when you have your husband. Watching you grow and become this amazing, beautiful person today has been one of the highlights of my life. I have never been prouder of you. But I said that 4 years ago, so I'm sure I'll say it again when I address you as Dr. Kayla. You've set high standards for yourself, and you have met them. You are so strong, intelligent, caring, and insanely hilarious. And I can never get enough of you. Sam is incredibly lucky. Sam, you have made the light in Kayla's eyes shine brighter than I ever thought they would. The way you take care of her, love her, and make her laugh is more than I could hope for. Kayla has been a huge part of my life. We've been sisters since age 6, and so I'm so proud to call you my brother. I will never forget the time that I made you and Kay dinner and how much time it took just for you not to understand my joke while we ate, but Kayla did. I couldn't imagine my Kayla with anyone else but you. I'm so glad she met you. Raise your glasses to the happy couple, Sam and Kayla Baker. How cool is that to say? You're too far away.
I'm so sorry.
All right, let's give it up. Let's give it up. Now we're going to get doubly emotional
And Melinda's gonna offer the next toast.
I'm so sorry. I was trying to.
Hi, everybody. Kayla and Sam, I love you both so much, and there aren't enough words out there to describe what you two mean to me. I love you, Kayla, for being my best friend. I'm sorry. For being my best friend for 10 years and for truly being a guiding light for me. For not just me, but for anybody that's been open to receive your love. I'm a big crybaby. And Sam, you're an amazing and selfless man, and I'm so glad that Kayla has you. You've gone above and beyond for me and everyone that you love. You and Kayla truly deserve one another, and I love you for making her so happy. The genuine love you have for each other brings me so much joy, and I want to thank you too for allowing me to be part of your journey. Okay, raise a glass. Kayla.
All right, let's give it up. At the bride's behest, she has offered this time. If anybody else would like to give a toast or give a speech, you may do so.
Rocky's coming up.
Okay, yep, he's coming. Come on!
Thanks, Bob Barker.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Star Wars.
Kayla and Sam. Sam and Kayla. It's going to be great. You're going to find new, fun, and challenging endeavors together. Discover mysteries about each other, like which way you think the TP goes, over or under. Do we eat blue cheese or ranch with our buffalo wings? Nevertheless, you guys are amazing together. Do it your way. Don't let anybody tell you to do it their way, because what you guys are doing is just great. So, just want to say that we're all family now. You can come to us for anything, and love and endeavors all. So just remember that, and God bless you guys. Thank you.
Ditto. Good night, everybody. Anybody else?
I guess I'm going.
We've got another. Come on down! Troy Hubbard, you're on deck.
Good evening. I just want to say that I have met very few people that have the ability and knack to make someone feel more like family than the Virginia Bakers. I don't think there's anyone in the Baker clan that I've ever met that has experienced anything but feeling like one of Uncle John and Aunt Barb's kids. And I will say that when I found out that Sam and Kayla were dating, I was curious whether or not that Kayla would mirror what I had seen in the Virginia Bakers. And I will say, by the fact that I'm pretty sure my mom loves you more than she loves me, that the love you have shown me and anyone that I've seen you with from your family and you is incredible. And there's nothing makes me happier than knowing that you're my cousin now.
Nice.
And that you are in our lives with Sam as a beautiful couple. And I just want to thank everybody for their open arms and welcoming us all here today. So that's all I wanted to say to Sam and Kayla. May you have a happy
All right, thanks, man.
I love you.
Love you so much.
There's still time. Yeah.
Sarah strong.
Come on down. You gotta cry when you have the microphone. You can't cry before you have the mic.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine, we're good. Okay, I wrote this in cursive,
And I don't think I can read it.
I can read it for you.
Sam and Kayla, holy cow, we're here. That's verbatim what I wrote. From high school to college to the real world to 10-hour days. They say the only constant in life is change. But since you two have started dating, the only constant in life is your love. From the first moment you guys started dating to now, you've just brought love into your lives and to everyone around you that has met you. I didn't write that, so I don't know where I am. Love is patient, and y'all give each other the most grace to be human, to be real, to just be yourselves in the world that we live in. You give each other grace to grow from high school to now, which is huge growth. Sam, your hair before now, that was the growth. Your patience is so abundantly clear in the grace that you extend to not only yourselves, but to the people around you. You want people to be the best that they can be, and you do that for each other. Love is kind. This needs no explanation. Anyone here knows that they're kind. Is a word that I shouldn't say at a wedding. Love does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-serving, it is not easily angered unless he deserves it. It keeps no records of wrongs. Again. And lastly, love never fails, and your love is something that has already survived so much, and I know deep in my soul that it will stand the test of anything. The toilet paper, the dishwasher, time, a pandemic, and there's no perfect love, but y'all's are pretty damn close, and I love you both so much, and I'm so thankful that I get to be here and be part of your special day and watch you all grow into, 80 years old, and I come hobbling up and like, hey, what's up, guys? Congratulations, and everyone raise a toast to Sam and Kayla. I love you both so much. Congratulations.
Yeah, there you go. All right, give it up, give it up.
How many tears are on it?
Is there anybody else who has anything to say? Now's your chance. And it doesn't even have to be about Sam and Kayla. You can just come up here. If you're working on a stand-up special, if you're doing monologues, anything.
Go Birds!
All right. That's enough of that. There she is. Come on down.
Hello. I just want to wish you the very best forever. I have loved seeing you guys through college. The once-a-month visits and dinner with you two and just all of the fun that we've had together means so much to me. And I am so excited to have a third son. It fills my heart with so much joy. And I just want you guys to know that I'm on your team. And I love you, and I love all of your friends. I just have loved all of you guys from afar, watching you guys all grow up, and I'm so excited to see what the Lord's going to do and big things. There's big things coming, and I'm grateful.
All right. Anybody else? Clock's ticking.
Yep.
Oh, there he is. Come on down!
Big boy. How's everybody doing? Good. I mostly feel the need to say that as a good friend to both parties, I'm so thankful to be here. And I think everyone knew from the start that when you guys started dating, that it was something special. And it's outlasted all of us and all of our terrible high school relationships. And we're all really proud of you. And with that being said, I love both of you so much. And I know I might not say it, but I really, really love you guys. And I think it's special to be so close with both parties' families as well, I'm surrounded by friends, family, and this is just amazing. I would venture as far as to say this is probably one of the best weddings I'll ever go to in my life. And I'm happy to be here, and thank you guys so much, and I love you, and I wish you the best.
Floor is still open. Going once, going twice.
Where's your speech, pal?
And thank you. God, I could not have done it any better myself. So I know I'm pretty funny. But if you'll allow me to be serious for once in my life, take a look around. I know it can be a little awkward. Take a second, take a look around, look at all the faces around here. I know a lot of people couldn't make it, and we appreciate the live feed. Shout out to Pat Tab for holding down the camera. Yeah, there's a lot of love in the air, right? It's a wedding, sure. Classic. But if you look just between the people at each table, not even at your table, there's a lot of love in the air. Everybody's here to support you guys. Everybody's here to support each other. I know we're going through, I hate the phrases, you know, these unprecedented times, these tough times. These are, you know, if you will, indulge me, tough times. So it is nice to have everybody around and everybody supporting each other. And ultimately, we're all here to support you guys. You guys are a part of the family. And Kayla, welcome to the In-Law Club.
It's just y'all.
It's gonna be life is so much easier now. So all you gotta do is show up and be present when you're supposed to be present. I'm just here so I don't get fined. You know? I didn't even have to work on Friday or Monday, so you know. Why not? But in all fairness, I would just like to say thank you to everybody. We are here for you guys. Anything that you need, that's what we're here for. So if everybody could go ahead and raise their toast. Raise their glasses one last time. Raise your toast, please. All right, hey, to the happy couple. Do not knock the cake over.
I promise you I will.
Alright, one.
The first incision has been made.
I don't know. Sure.
See the plate right there, Sam?
Oh, I got it. Yeah, I see it.
Oh, yeah. Surgical precision.
Alright.
You get it. I'll be here with you.
Got it?
I'm slant here.
You might have to go like this. Alright, I'm gonna just go down in there.
No pressure, but you're on camera.
Get it, Sammy. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, there's your cake.
Hey.
I got it.
It is not just frosting, everybody. Come on, give them a hand.
I'm gonna use my hands.
Face the crowd before you do this.
Alright, you're using your hands?
I'm using my hands, absolutely.
I'm on her shot.
Did you wash your hands?
Yeah. You betcha.
These are unprecedented times, Sam.
We are agreed on this?
No smash. That's good cake.
All right, give it up for them. All right, we're gonna work on.
And you love me.